never has no ending. It just keeps on going and going and going. So you have 3.1415, and then it just there's an infinite amount of numbers that go behind it. So in the if you look to the people who, mathematicians and everybody who studied it, and you go back and look at all that and read about what they thought about the number, they would often equate that number to God. And so that's why their pi is encoded a lot of times in the things. But in this case, in the Las Vegas shooting, this is a mockery of that. And I believe they used the name Stephen Paddock, and they used the whole event for a dark occult ritual, and they destroyed the name of Jesus Christ inside the ritual. So by destroying Stephen Paddock, and even if he was a patsy or if he was a real guy or whatever, he obviously is, according to the official story, that guy is dead now. So there's how can you ask somebody questions about that? But if you look at the whole event, and so many people have witnessed multiple shooters, and then there was no autopsies on the bodies of the people who died, and there's just so many things that just don't add up, like the report, or the I guess the FAA was issued somebody had requested that they get the flight records for that night in two different places to kind of analyze everything and see kind of what happened as far as the flight records go, and that was completely refused. So that in itself, that's kind of weird how that happened, or why did they refuse that? Why are all the contradictions going on about Las Vegas, all these things? But I would say that it's a dark occult ritual, a satanic sacrifice, and purposely, intentionally destroying the numbers of Jesus Christ and the ritual. It's plain and simple. I want to talk about Yeshua. I want to talk about Jesus and go back to the number 4320. If you divide 4320 in half, you get 2160. And 2160 is the cube. The cube has 6 sides, and each side is 360 degrees. There are 490 degree angles on each square of the cube. Well, the reason that's important is because all of the degrees of the cube added up together is 2160. And I would suggest that the name Jesus and the name Yeshua are Kabbalistic. Whether people want to believe that, or look at that, or even entertain that idea, or find that out for themselves, that's up to them. But 2160 is the degrees of the cube, and is often used the base number 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. If you had a 0, you got 2160. Well, Jesus is 4320, and if you divide 4320 in half, you get 2160. And if you take the word Yeshua, which is the most, it's the most used name of Jesus Christ, that's in the, where you can find it on the internet, and if you go to Israel, you go to Jerusalem, you go here, in all churches everywhere, you hear the word Yeshua, which is Yeshua. Now, the number of Yeshua is 256661. So notice that Jesus has 45666, and Yeshua is 256661. So if you take 2 times 5 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 1, you get 2160. So again, there's 2 proofs that Yeshua and Jesus are Kabbalistic, but at the same time, it has a lot to do with the Las Vegas shooting, because all of that stuff's encoded in there, and they know so many